Today we're going to be talking about how to create a rubric within Schoology. So you want to get to the class that you want to create the rubric in, and then you want to add an assignment. All right, so title your assignment, and this is what the name of the assignment will be in your grade book, because we do have the enterprise version and it is connected to PowerSchool. So if you want to, I'm just going to call this practice so that I know what it is. It is important that you set a due date in order for your grade book to sync up automatically. Otherwise, you have to sync it yourself, and it defaults to the last day of the quarter, so it's important to put a due date. You can always change it later, but it's important to set one. You have categories that you've already set up, and then you want to click down here to create new, and then up pops your rubric. And there's a couple different ways you can do this. So you can type in, let's say, writing style, and then you can type in, used X, Y, and Z, and they did excellent, good, satisfactory, or needs improvement. Another way you can do this is you can have writing style, and then you can put in specific criteria. So used, proper, X, Y, and Z, and then you can put criteria here, and then criteria here. Now, one of the great things about Schoology Rubrics is, let's say I don't want 4 criteria, I only want 2 criteria. So I can do that. Then I change my mind and decide I want 3 back. I can add. I can change the point values for this. I can do whatever I want. Now, when you click add a criteria, it automatically defaults to what's above, but that doesn't mean you can't change this. You can change any part of this. So let's say I had 3 criteria here, but on this specific criteria, I need to have 5 grade points. So I can put those in there, and then I can change the wording down here. I can change the points. I can do whatever it is that I want to do with this. So let's say I change this to 5. I change this to 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And if you'll notice, so far I have 7 and 6 as my total, so I have 13 points total. You can also align learning objectives to these. So if you have your own learning objectives, or if there's Common Core, science standards, foreign language learning, state standards, you can browse and try to find more. You can add different learning objectives. So if you want to attach your learning objectives so that you're showing which of the criteria and the learning objectives they're meeting, that's another great way to align your assessments. So let's say I'm all done with this and I want to click create. Oops. So I have my rubric here, and it shows that I have 2 criteria in there. So I click create. So when the kids are, it's time for them to do this assignment, there's a couple different ways I can do it. So let's say that they're up giving a presentation, and you want to grade it that way. I can go to the grade book, and then I can grade it once this pops up. And if you'll notice, this says practice, and you can see, because I put a rubric, I can click on the rubric, and then all I have to do is I have to click on what it is that they did. And if you'll notice, it showed that they got 13 points, and I click save. And then if I wanted to put a comment on here, I really liked I can do that. And if I want the student to be able to see it, I click display to student. And then I can say it was incomplete, or I can say it was excused. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this so that Ivan doesn't see anything. All right, so now the other way I can do this is if the kids have uploaded an assignment. So I'm going to show you one of my assignments. And pay no never mind to whether it says that they are late or not, because that's a different setup. So I look at my unit IDs. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. And I am able to see what the kids uploaded, and I can see when they uploaded it, if that's something that's important, or if they didn't upload it. So I go over to my assignment, and right here I can see that Ivan has completed this. He uploaded it, so I click on that, and I can click on the rubric, and I can grade it this way and click save, and it tells me at the points, and this will sync with my gradebook. And I can also leave Ivan a comment here. I can upload a file for him if I want to see something, him to see something, or I can leave an audio video recording. And this has really helped me out with my workflow, because it used to be they would hand him in on paper and I would be constantly writing things. Here, he and I can be having a running discussion about this, or, which is even faster than me typing, is I can record an audio comment and they can listen to it no matter what device that they're on. So this has been using Rubrics in Schoology.